Alright, what's up everybody? We are on episode 15 of Attack on Titan. Last episode was pretty good. I just came off of watching it. I'm watching 14 and 15 at once. And of course I did my review for it, which was quite extensive. But it was about basically this trial where everybody was figuring out what to do exactly with Eren. Obviously knowing now that he can become a Titan, while at the same time, there's some risky stuff going on where he can't always control himself, and Eren himself doesn't even realize that, or didn't at least. In the episode we saw that he actually there for the very first time found out that he punched Mikasa there at one point. At the end, of course, we did come to the resolution that they are going to take on this experiment, or whatever you want to call it. Erwin, together with his team, Levi included, and I assume Mikasa and Armin are going to join as well, but I actually don't know about that yet. They're going to try, together with Eren, to take back the most outer wall. I think that's Maria, right? Wall Maria, it's called. And then hopefully get to this basement that has obviously been teased, to us for a while now already. I really want them to get to that part to see what it's all about, because they keep fucking hyping it up, and I just I want to get to it at this point. But like I said, I did kind of an extensive review. I do notice, by the way, when I check out the analytics for my YouTube page, that a lot of people, or a significant portion of people, I should say, tends to kind of just be there for the reaction, and then as soon as I get to the review, they just stop watching, which of course, that's fine. But I noticed that those same people, they will always watch the part leading up to the reaction, right? So it makes me kind of question, okay, maybe I should just do my reviews for the last episode at the beginning of a new episode. Because I guess that way people do, get to hear all my thoughts and stuff. But just something I've been considering, but I'll probably not go ahead with that. Once again, you can stay here for the reviews if you want or not. That's all up to you. But I really enjoyed last episode. I look forward to seeing where this second one in the second half of this season, is going to start picking back up. Of course, let me quickly point out that I have a Patreon, which is linked on top of the description, where you can already watch episodes 16, 17, and 18 right now, early. As well as that, starting from next week, I'll be able to provide 5 episodes early on Patreon. So that will be very exciting. And hopefully I'm even starting another reaction series alongside Attack on Titan very soon. So that's going to be great. But for now, let's actually get into episode 15. All right. Special Ops Squad, night before the counter-offensive. Interesting. I assume the counter-offensive is taking back the outer wall. Is this where Marquis Board is at? I don't want to see that guy again. A brat like you. No offense, but I'm pretty sure Levi himself is quite the brat. Maybe not a brat, but once again, he sure is confident in himself. He probably has good reason to, though. So it is like a special squad, because that's always what I kind of wondered. They count them just like Legolas and Gimli. I love it. I wonder if they're gonna start doing these games, counting games in between now as well. I'm fine with it as long as there isn't a line that goes like, that still only counts as one when they take down the colossal one or whatever.
上の階の清掃完了しました。俺はこの施設のどこで寝るべきでしょうか。お前の部屋は地下室だ。お前は自分自身を掌握できてない。
He really is like under his service now. That's pretty interesting.
お前の身柄を手にする際提示された条件の一つ。部屋を見てくる。エレン、お前はここをやれ。はい。
失望したって顔だね、エレン。はい。あ、エレンって呼ばせてもらうよ。リヴァイ兵長に習ってね。ここでは兵長がルールだから。
はい。
世間の言うような完全無欠の英雄には見えないでしょ。現物のリヴァイ兵長は。思いのほか小柄だし、神経質で粗暴で近寄りがたい。
いえ、俺が意外だと思ったのは上の取り決めに対する従順な姿勢です。
私も詳しくは知らないけど、以前はそのイメージに近い人だったのかもね。リヴァイ兵長は調査兵団に入る前、都の地下街で有名なゴロつきだったって。
そんな人がなぜ？
So he was like a criminal?
さあね、何があったのか知らないけど、エルヴィン団長のもとに下る形で調査兵団に連れてこられたって聞いたわ。
おい、エレン。はい。全然なってない。すべてやり直せ。
Okay, guess we got a little bit of backstory for Levi there. Interesting. I wonder where they're gonna go with it.
それも今期卒業の新兵を交えると。
入団する新兵がいれば。
Seems like Erwin
いずれにしろ、俺にはいささか早急に
played a big role in getting him where he is today.
はあくまでも一時的なものだ。
俺にも建前を使うのか、エルヴィン。
相変わらず鼻が利くな、ミケ。
だが、お前ほどには聞かない。
時期が来れば話す。我々への待機命令はあと数日は続くだろうが、30日後には大規模な壁外遠征を考えてると聞いた。それも今期卒業の新兵を早々に交えると。
本当ですか、兵長。
作戦立案は俺の担当じゃない。だがエルヴィンのことだ。俺たちよりずっと多くのことを考えているだろう。
一瞬で白紙になったかと思えば、突然全く別の希望が降って湧いた。
Yes, that's you, Aaron.
信じられないんだが、
その時の記憶は定かではないんですが、とにかく無我夢中で。でもきっかけになるのは自傷行為です。
I was gonna say, yeah, you bite your thumb, but oh, that's what he did.
そういえば俺はなんでこれだけは
So it's self-inflicted injury.
お前らも知ってるだろう。下手にいじくり回されて死ぬかもな、お前。エレンよ。あいつと。
こんばんは。リヴァイ班の皆さん。
早かったな。
いても立ってもいられないよ。
My favorite character coming in.
お待たせ、エレン。私は今、街で捕らえた2体の巨人の生態調査を担当しているんだけど、明日の実験にはエレンにも協力してもらいたい。
Oh, that's what they mentioned as well. That they had captured some, right? And I'd speculated they would do like experiments on them, right? So I guess that is exactly what they're doing. I mean, what else would they use them for than experiments? It's not like that was a super smart call or anything, but... The fuck?
ああ、やっぱり聞きたそうな顔してると思った。そんなに聞きたかったのか。しょうがないな。それじゃあ聞かせてあげないとね。今回捕まえたあの子たちについて。
I can only say I love anime. The way anime portrays certain characters, or like, you don't see that anywhere else.
こんにちは。最初は意思の疎通の検証。調子はどう？ 名前は？体は痛くない？しかし私にとって巨人との交流は日々の疲れを忘れるほど充実した時間だった。昔々あるところに人間を食う一族がいた。
また始まったよ、分隊長の命名式。ああ、この前は何だったっけ。チカチローニとアルベルト。
結果として彼らは25年にわたってそんな犯行を続けた。硬い部分の肉はミンチにしてこねて焼いた。血の塊と内臓でソーセージも作った。そう、彼らには料理という概念が
That's cool as long as she doesn't start talking about the genitals.
の違いだね。しかしその人食い一族はたった一つのミスから捕らえられ死刑にされた。そこはお前たちと同
This
じだね。
guy's puking, what the
お前
fuck?
たちも人類を攻撃するというミスを犯し、そして捕らえられた。みんなで仲良くやろう。
What is she trying to do with this?
4メートル級をソニーとそれぞれ名付けた。
Like, what's she trying to achieve?
次に日光の遮断を試してみた。これは巨人によって個体差が大きく出た。よく頑張ったね、ソニー。ソニーは遮断後1時間で活動が鈍くなったのに対し、お前は本当に夜更かしが好きなんだね、ビー。いいよ、私もとことん付き合うからさ。ビーンは3時間元気なままだった。
Huh.
唯一活動に必要なのは日光なんだ。ずっと日光を立つとどうなるのか興味はあるけど、死んでしまったら困るからね。以前捕獲した子たちは誤って殺してしまったんだ。チカチローニとアルベルトって名前だったよ。笑顔が可愛い子たちでね。
かわいい。
あなたたちは本当に悪いことをした。あんな思いは二度と。ごめんだ。
ハンジさん。
Is it bad that I'm already recognizing so many of these Japanese words?
次の段階からは巨人の体と接触する数角の確認へと移行した。レイがあんなに探するんだぞ。レイ、頑張れ。
Holy shit, that's intense.
弱点がないか確認する必要があったからね。とても辛い作業だったよ。
ハンジさん。なんで巨人を前にしてそんなに陽気でいられるんですか？
調査兵団に入った当初は憎しみを頼りに巨人と戦ってた。でもそんなある日、私は気づいた。切断した3メートル級の生首を蹴っ飛ばした時だった。軽かったんだ、異常に。巨人の体が。エレンが巨人になった時も何もなかったところから巨人の体が現れたと聞く。私は思うんだ。私たちに見えているものと実在するものの本質は全然違うんじゃないかってね。私は既存の見方と違う視点から巨人を見てみたいんだ。空回りに終わるかもしれないけど、でも私はやる。
I mean, yeah, you might as well, but it's interesting how they have so many properties, I guess, that just don't really make much sense.
ハンジさんだけじゃない。変わり者だらけ。ハンジさん。よかったら実験の話をもっと聞かせていただけませんか？
いいの？
はい。明日の実験のためにも詳しく知っておいた方がいいかと思いますし。
まずは最初に巨人を捕獲した時に私はこう仮定してみた。
She probably does as much speculating as I could do.
なのでここからは私どもの推測を交えてもう一度解読するよ。
もう
まず巨人との
ハンジ分隊長はいますか？被験体が
They're gone?
殺されました。
嘘だと言ってくれ。
But like their skeletons are still there.
兵士がやったのか。
君には何が見える？敵は何だと思う？すまない。変なことを聞いたな。
Dude, what the fuck is going on, man? Is this the end? Oh my god. Okay, so this was once again an episode that went very, well, quite fast. You know, it's like I'm trying to come up with thoughts and things to say and speculate about during the episode, but it just like kind of keeps moving, and I feel like I have no time to do so, because otherwise I'm just gonna miss out on what the characters are saying. And yeah, it's I think it's very interesting how the Titans they possess all these properties, right, that don't make much sense. You know, Hanji was talking about how, for example, of course, she kicked a head at one point, right, and it was super light. She was holding this arm and it was super light, so apparently the Titans themselves, they don't really weigh anything. I know that in a previous episode, I think it was episode 13 or whatever, yeah, like they had puked or something, and I think one of the characters mentioned about the Titans that they do not have any digestive organs, so they just like puke out anything that they consume. So all the you know, the people they had eaten, they basically just puke them out at some point later on. So that's another interesting thing. Then we learned that sunlight actually like powers them in terms of energy. So yeah, once again, they don't have a digestive system, so I assume that's kind of linked to it. They, you know, it's not they don't get fuel from just eating people or something. So that's, again, it's just very interesting, and like I wish I had some more concrete theories or something that I feel like, oh yeah, this is a cool prediction to make about it, but I just don't. Like, I've been trying to think a little bit about it before I recorded this, but I just can't really come up with anything. A lot of it does seem a little bit random. Not that I'm saying that I think it will be random. Maybe it's gonna make sense down the line and it's all connected to something. But right now, I just don't really know yet. Yeah, this episode was very focused, especially in the second half, on Hanji's character, who has become more prevalent over time. You know, I don't know. In the beginning, I didn't really like her because she seemed a little bit crazy. She's still a little bit crazy, in all fairness. But I also get where she's coming from in a way, saying that, like, well, we've been fighting these Titans for so long from a place of hatred in a way, right? So let's try and treating them a little bit differently, right? And you see that she's almost, in a way, treating them like they're her friends or whatever. And she notices, like, it's probably not gonna, you know, like, make any difference or something at all. And she's probably right in that. But yeah, I think Aaron then mentioned something about how, like, yeah, well, the Survey Corps is about change, right? And it's about trying to at least find a solution and being very open-minded, I guess, and creative in just discovering what the solution could be. So I guess that's kind of what Hanji was doing with her whole strategy here. But that's basically, like, the second half of the episode, I feel, you know, with the Titan experiments is really what drove this episode. In the beginning, of course, we had, you know, Aaron together with Levi getting to this castle, right? We got a little bit of backstory about Levi, who apparently doesn't have, you know, as, how do I say this? I mean, he was like a thug or whatever it was mentioned, right? And then Erwin picked him up maybe or something like that, or he, you know, he met him and he introduced him to the Survey Corps or whatever, and that's where, you know, Levi, I guess, became a very different person. But, you know, I think that's basically all that this episode was about. I think that covers it pretty much all, so there's really not much more to delve into. I did once again find it a very enjoyable episode, because this is exactly what I want from this show, and what I, you know, again, like, we've gotten this for many episodes now, but it just keeps adding more details to the story constantly, right? And they go in different and weird directions, and they reveal certain things where at first you don't really know what to make of it yet. And I think that's kind of the point where I'm at now. I don't really know what to make of all these details yet, and I think I'm not supposed to, because again, it's kind of like this second half of the season has kind of been a restart in a way, right? And so they're now gradually introducing a bunch of different plot details again, to further delve into, later on. And I'm fascinated and I want to know the answers. So I very much look forward to continuing. And then for now, I think I've pretty much covered it all. So once again, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. Of course, you can check out my Patreon, which is linked on top of the description, where you can watch episodes 16, 17, and 18 right now. So yeah, go check that out. And then for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.